Hi, Sagittarius. This is Just with your September 2016 reading. I hope that you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Now, I do see with my Sagittariuses, right now I'm going to focus on career, okay? So for my Sagittariuses, I see that you guys have not been playing around. You guys should be thankful that Saturn. Now, I know the early part of Saturn, like last year, definitely all of this year up until now, Saturn has been whipping your tail, okay? But you guys have to be thankful because, again, like I was telling you in your last video, it really has made you guys not rest on your loyals and just have that, well, everything will be okay because it'll always work out. No. And you guys have been on the money. I do see that you guys have benefited from a lot of opportunities that has come your way. You've not sat around. You've not taken it for granted. You guys have been on it. And that's what I like to see. Now, because of that, I do see that you have almost like mastered whatever, I'm trying to think of the word, guys. You're mastering whatever influx that you've been receiving because you guys have been getting a lot of traction. If you have your own business, there's a lot of clients coming in. If you have a job, so some of you have a job, you have your own business, and then you have everyday life that you're living. Okay, a couple of businesses, your job, that sort of thing. But a lot's been going on and a lot more has been coming through. I feel like you guys have now mastered, like you have control over everything. Even though there's a hell of a lot going on for a lot of my Sagittarius out there, you have control. Okay, I do see that some of my Sagittariuses are some of you might be traveling. Some of you might be moving. Now, for some of my Sagittarius moving, you are going to be very happy with this move and you're going to be working at a really good place. Okay. Very happy. Really good place. So now I see that you're going to be very happy with this new place that you're leaving. Okay. I'm sorry, that you're moving to. Now, as far as career is concerned, some of my Sagittariuses either had to let something go or someone, a job could have let you go. You had to step down from something on your plate had to change. Okay. And was either taken away from you or you had to make the heavy decision to say, listen, this is not for me, or I can't continue to do this. For some of my Sagittariuses that has their own business, you may have lost a client or two. Okay. Because there could have been a fallout. There could have been a disagreement. There could have been they not necessarily liking your style or your product, that type of thing. But listen, that's fine. If whatever you guys have had to leave behind or let go of as it relates to career, work, that sort of thing, even for my Sagittariuses that are looking for work and could have missed out on 3 opportunities. Okay. Like you've been trying your best, like so many things was coming in. You were trying to listen to this one and answer to that one, but you may have missed an email, missed a phone call, ... You could be saying to yourself, damn, I wish I would have, was able to make that group call or that interview or ... But I'm telling you, before you guys could even care enough, you just have so much going on. It's like, I just can't give too much of my energy to what was. Because it's like you guys, it's so much going on that you have to keep your head above water. Some of you are keeping your head above water. Others of you are like on top of your game. But you know that you can't allow yourself to rest right now. Not right now. Not in the month of September. There will be no resting. Okay. Know that. It's a lot of work to be had in the month of September. Now, for those of you that has lost clients, business, opportunities, okay, know that the same amount that you've lost, the same amount will be coming your way. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, and I feel like the new opportunities coming your way, it's going to be even better for you because you would have learned whatever pitfalls, whatever circumstances and situations that you dealt with in the past. Like I'm almost sensing like some of you are going to experience the same thing that you just went through, something that you was regretful in the way that you handled a situation in the past or the way that someone handled a situation in the past with you. I feel like that now you took a loss with that, right? But this time around, and for some of you, it didn't just happen 5 days ago, 5 months ago. It could have happened 5 years ago. It could have happened 3 years ago, 3 days ago, 3 months ago. But it was something that was very challenging to you in the past that left you very heavy hearted and very regretful in the way that either you handled the situation or the way that it was handled. Things were handled and that you had to deal with the way things were handled from others. And out of it came a loss. You have grown so much through that learning process or that regret of losing that thing, okay, that now when it comes around again, you're better off, because I feel like you'll be able to let go of any hangups that you have had in the past, and you're going to successfully accomplish this situation this time around. Yay! I'm so happy to say that to some of my Sagittariuses, okay? And let me know in the comments below if this relates to you guys, because I really want to know that, because that looks amazing. So again, for any of you who have experienced some past regret, loss, that sort of thing, some of you that has been dealing with a loss of something, like let's say you was trying to get this account and then it fell through, right? But then there's so much other things going on in the course of your quarterly, revenue or that sort of thing, that you didn't have time to really regret it. It's just like, man, damn, okay, but you got to keep it going, right? But then it comes back. It's like, so if you lose some clients, they may be coming back. If you lost a job, that job may be coming back to you. Okay. And just know, whatever you lost that's coming back to you, you're going to be in a better state when it comes back. Okay. So I'm so happy to be able to tell you guys that. I really am. Now I'm seeing toward the end of September. Now, here's the thing. Now, with this situation and circumstance, you might feel like there's going to be something with either someone or a situation at work that you're on guard about. Okay, I feel like, okay, so now if some of my Sagittariuses had some type of problem at your job, okay, and there was some investigation had to happen, or you were being questioned about something, but then it all worked out for you. I feel like through that process, some of you really were on guard and you didn't know what was going to happen. Okay. You just was like, I don't know how this is all going to turn out. I don't know. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. Maybe, maybe I should leave. Maybe I should stay, you may have felt like this thing was not going to work out for you, but it actually it's going to turn out, for those of you that's going through that right now, it's going to turn out fine. For those of you that's already have gone through that, then you already know that it has turned out fine. And for those of you, when it's time for you to go through this process, something on your job or with your clients where there's a fallout, there's some type of issue, okay, and there's like some type of having to go and rectify something, I'm getting, okay. Now, we do have Mercury in retrograde, so there is, well, I think it's about to happen in like a day or two. I'm not sure, but I think it's at the end of August. But by the time you guys get good in listening to this, it'll be retrograde. So it's going to be asking you to kind of review something, get down to the bottom of something, that type of thing. And I feel like you're going to be doing this to try to, you're going to be on guard about it. So like, if somebody say, well, I never got my product from you, I've been tracking my product, I never got anything from you. Or if you're at work and it's like, okay, well, you didn't complete this, you didn't finish this type of work, or whatever it is that you didn't do this, and you're like, wait a minute, I did do that. And then you have to now go and search and dig to make sure that the person, the product was shipped, or your work was done, or whatever it was, that you did do your part of whatever it is you were supposed to do. But through that, trying to figure something out, you're going to feel nervous, you're going to feel defensive, you're going to be a little confused, like not really sure, like, wait a minute, should I have done that, or did I do that, or let me just make sure. And you may be feeling, some of you may have a hard time proving, okay, the situation, and there may be this angst of feeling like, okay, I'm going to lose some clients, because maybe you have lost clients because of it, okay. And then there's going to be this feeling of like, dag, that type of thing. but then it's going to work out fine. So whatever you guys are going through, where there's going to be a hiccup along the way in the month of September, that's going to take you through all of these extreme emotions. Know that you're going to be fine. You know, that's calling for whatever the mistake was, or whatever the oversight was. That is to teach you that this, you know, you need to really streamline your business, streamline your own practices as it relates to the work that you do on your job, so that you'll be more efficient. Because I feel like it's more of an efficiency or lack of efficiency, that something kind of fell through the cracks. But just know it's going to be okay. All right. It's going to be okay. It seems like it's going to be a bit of a process, but it's going to be okay. Now, at the end of the month, I do see that this month is going to be like a ebb and flow. Okay, it's going to be peaks and valleys. And for the most of September, it's going to be peaks. Okay, then it's going to be like this crisis situation. And then everything is going to be like you could just blow the dust and everything is going to clear. Okay, you guys are going to, like, toward the end of the month, you're going to be in your own element divinely. You guys are going to be able to kind of take a breath. Because I feel like this month is going to be a lot of changes. For some of my Sagittarius, there's going to be a lot of changes that's going to be happening. Okay. And at the end of the month, you guys are going to you're going to be able to kind of like take the lay of the land, if you will, and kind of take a step back. All right. And kind of calm down a bit, because I feel like you would have worked really hard to kind of get yourself organized, aligned, to correct some things, that sort of thing. Okay. And it's almost as if it's like some of you toward the end of the month, you're going to sit back and say, okay, I could rest a minute. I could take a minute. And then all of a sudden something's going to happen out of the blue. Somebody's going to come in out of the blue. Something's going to just like, some news is going to come to you out of the blue. Now, here's the thing, guys. Whatever happens, like somebody comes out of the blue, a situation comes out of the blue, don't you allow nobody to throw you out of your comfort zone and throw you all out upside down, because I feel like they will have the ability to do that if you do not stay centered and if you don't keep control. Okay. If a person comes to you saying, hey, we need you to do da 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 da, find a way to take a step back. If somebody comes in and they ask you a bunch of questions and they want answers, find a way to get a distance from that, so that you can think. Because I feel like September for you guys are going to be like this, which is usually not the case when Mercury is in retrograde. But because I think it's squaring you and all of this other stuff, it's in Virgo. It's a lot of stuff happening with Virgo and Pisces and all that stuff. You have a lot of squares going on. I feel like that's why it's like the last hee-haw, and good thing that Jupiter is getting ready to go into Libra. Okay, so that's good. But I feel like it's going to be people coming in, like two different situations. Somebody physically trying to come in to do something, wanting you to go out, or wanting you to, like, okay, so we're still focused on career. Somebody's going to want you to get involved with a project, or a client is going to, like, if you have your own business, I know I'm jumping all around, guys, but you're following me. If you have your own business, there's going to be a lot of 911 situations. You could be trying to eat. You could be trying to, have a day to pamper yourself or catch up on some things that you need to do. And it's going to be all of these crisis situations coming at you. Particularly, I want to say it toward the end of the month. Again, and I'm going to follow up and say with my Sagittarius is particularly those who have a client-based business. I want to say from like the end of the first week all the way in through to the end of the month, but mostly the middle 2 weeks of the month, there's going to be a lot of clients coming back. Okay. Some of you, it will be the second week to the third week. I'm sorry, the second to the end of the month. And for some of you, it's going to be just the first 2 weeks, or those middle 2 weeks of the month. You're going to get a lot of clients coming back to you. A lot of people wanting your product, wanting your service from before. Okay. And then you're going to be experiencing all of these 911 situations. Like everybody wants to do something right now. People want things from you right now. Keep control. Keep the lay of the land. Okay. Because again, I don't see this changing for you guys anytime soon. Like a lot of great things are getting ready to happen. So this is calling for you to gain and retain control. All right. Remember I said that. Now clarity control and victory is happening for you guys. I know, right? I know. I know. Now, the month of October. Now, here's the thing, okay? Somebody may be able to get the best of you guys, or there may be a certain circumstance or situation, something comes out of the blue and something may end, okay? Or you get clarity on a situation, all right? You get very clear about a situation with an issue that you had with someone. So if you don't necessarily bring something to an end, or they don't necessarily bring something to an end, there's going to be a clear reality about something regarding an issue that you've had with people or someone, a situation or someone or a group of people in the past, I feel. Okay. But I don't feel like this is going to really come about until, like, you'll get clarity, but then you won't necessarily be able to see the, reap the benefits, if you will. So some of my Sagittarius is, if you're looking to implement something new in your business, if you're looking to get a promotion, if you're looking to move in a different area in your career, okay, you may have tried in many different ways to try to make this happen, and it's not necessarily have manifested for you, okay? But I feel like you guys are going to get clear about, how do I go about doing ... incorporating this new thing, or, you know, getting promoted, step up to the next plate, or that sort of thing. You're going to get clear on it, but you're not going to be able to actually move forward in it until October. All right. Once October comes, you're going to be on fire. Now, here's the thing. Some of you are going to be so hell-bent on this thing that you want to do that you're going to do it at all costs. Just be mindful, because, you know, you may ruffle some feathers, okay? But if it is the situation I was talking about, as far as like some issues that you were dealing with people in the past, and you got clear on the situation, you may say, I'm too busy to deal with this right now. But then October may be the perfect time for you to get them together. It'll be happening in the month of October, okay? And then it's going to be an ending to a situation, all right? So I'm sensing this is more coming up for, like, if you guys have had any fallout, any issues with co-workers or clients, that sort of thing. Anything that you guys have having some problematic situation to in the past or through the month of September, you're going to get either a victory or you're going to get clarity on the situation. And then there's going to be a great opportunity for you to gain control over the situation completely. And whatever issues you were having with people, that's coming to an end. Okay, a dead end. It's coming to an end, and a whole new beginning is going to start for you guys. Okay, so if there was some issues with communication, we could expect that with Mercury being retrograde for the month of September. I feel like I want to say, like, anywhere from the 5th to the 14th of October, that's coming to an end. Any problems, any issues that you were having with people, it's coming to an end. If there's somebody that you've been wanting to cut off, you may not necessarily do it in the month of September because you're too busy, but you will be cutting them off the first 2 weeks of October. Okay, because you're just like, I'm starting something new. I don't have time for this. Now, that being said, let's get on to love. Now, I see for some of my Sagittariuses out there that some of you were really open to someone's advances. Okay, you made yourself available, but this person was a real disappointment. Yeah, they disappointed you because there was somebody else. And I feel like you guys now are not having it. You're like, no, some of you have cut this person off. Some of you have, just let the situation end. Some of you that you've been doing this to this person, they let you go. Okay. And some of you that the person let you go, you may be trying to be very adamant about your position with this whole thing, but they're having none of it. So don't try to be wrong and strong. If you were wrong, then just accept it and just keep moving. So for those of my Sagittarius that you're experiencing this has happened to you, I do see this spending maybe 3 hours to 3 days. Like, I'm not saying a whole bunch of time spent on this situation of like, damn, again, it's like, okay, fine. I'm, because it's just too much to do. And you know how Sagittariuses are. You guys don't have time to ruminate on stuff unless you're like coming up as a hangman and you have nothing else to do but to sit and ruminate and have to think about things. But I don't see any of that happening. So it's just too much going on. If this person is trying to assert themselves in your life, meaning they're still trying to call, they're still trying to contact you, you're not having any of it. And they already know that. I feel like the ending that happened was not without you telling them how you felt and giving them a piece of your mind. It's like, okay, I'm gonna have to let you go, but before I do, I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. Okay. And I feel like you guys severely cut that situation off again, and you were in full control when you did it. Now, this again could have been happening to you, and that's exactly how you experienced it from the other person. All right. Now, for my Sagittariuses that had to kind of let someone go, I see that now that you've let that kind of situation go, you're in full control mode, okay? And some of my Sagittarius, you're just really focusing on work and you're not necessarily socializing. Some of you through the month of September, you may be getting a lot of requests left and right from people trying to get at you one way or another. For my ladies, these guys are becoming off really immature. I feel like they're going to... some of them are going to be brash. Some of them are just going to be players. It's that type of thing. Okay. And it doesn't have to necessarily be love related, but I feel like even with your friends, social life, people are just going to be trying to come out of nowhere. Like, we have to do this. Oh, you want to go to this tonight? It'll be like this last minute, everyone wants you to do something type of energy. Now, for some of you, I feel like you're going to be burning the candles on both ends. You're going to enjoy your social life, as well as, work really hard and get things taken care of. Now, in this situation of this regret, I feel like some of you got down to the bottom of this threesome situation. You cursed the person out. You let them know that, hey, I know that there's somebody else, whether you want to let me know that it is or not. And you can go ahead and be with that person. I'm out of here. Okay. And I feel like it gave you a sense of satisfaction. You were no longer sitting here heartbroken, ruminating. No. Okay, there was just like, okay, fine. And I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. Okay. And I feel like for some of you, you're not necessarily interested in running out and finding a new relationship, if you will. I feel like some of you are just fine with being friends with people. I feel like, if people are coming to you now, it's like you're friend zoning them immediately. It's almost as if it's like from the first hello, not the first hello, but whenever the first opportunity presents itself, it's like, listen, I'm not looking for anything serious. I just have friends and that's it. I don't have time. I don't have, my schedule wouldn't even allow me to have a love relationship, that type of thing. So I feel like a lot of my Sagittarius that this relates to, you're making it known very soon, as soon as the opportunity can present itself. Hey, don't look for me for a relationship, or don't look for a love connection here, because I have a lot going on and I'm only interested in, establishing friend relationships. And I feel like definitely you're going to be doing that, especially with some of these characters that's going to be coming your way. It's like, no, absolutely not. But you'll be nice about it, but you'll be very clear too. As far as this old relationship is concerned, I feel like just when you guys are, handling your clients, working really hard at the job, fixing your mistakes, really, streamlining your business, really working on yourself and getting centered, I feel like this person is going to come back out of the blue. Probably not even out of the blue. This is probably what they do. So they'll be back again. Okay. They're coming back, girl. They're coming back. Guys, some of you will be going back, and some of you are dealing with women that are more like alpha. And so she could be coming back. Okay. It just depends on, who this applies to. But I feel like they definitely are going to be coming back, and it's going to be at your happiest moment. Either it's going to be like, okay, like you're doing things for yourself, or you're in a social sphere, or you're trying to schedule your clients. You're trying to conquer the world. It's like whatever it is that you're going to be doing, you're going to be focused on doing that. And then here this person comes. Okay. And I feel like for some of you, It could be like, okay, especially from some of my Sagittariuses that have like a client-based business where it's like, okay, I'm working, you're with a client, or you're like, if you do real estate, if you teach a class, if you put on presentations, that sort of thing, where there's other people watching you, looking at you as you present something or as you explain or instruct something. I feel like this person is going to be coming with a vengeance at that time, when it's like, okay, I'm around other people and then here you come showing up, or I'm with clients and then this person keeps calling this person, that type of thing. Okay. I do see that there's going to be this on guard. So this person come back, you're going to be on guard, and they may be saying things and trying to say a whole lot of nothing. Okay. And you're going to say, you know what? No, absolutely not. Okay. They may be telling you that, hey, I don't know, you left me out in the cold, or I just feel like, whatever they're going to be saying, you're just going to look at it like, what? Like, you're like, they're not even making any sense. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be like, they're not making any sense. They're saying a whole lot of nothing. Like, some of the stuff that they're saying is valid, and then some of it is a bunch of BS. And you're like, listen, I don't have time for this. Okay. I don't, and I feel like you're just going to be like, you know what, if I get myself back up in this, it's going to be another ropey dope process, and I just don't have time for it. And I feel like, excuse me, you're going to get clear. Okay. Now, I feel like you already cut this person off, but in October, this person could be coming back with a vengeance. You may have to, really give it to them and tell them under very clear, and in a very clear sort of way, that this is over. No, this is really over. And I feel like an argument, some type of dispute is going to ensue between the two of you, and then it will be over. Okay, it will be over. And now for some of my Sagittarius, it's not going to just be the one person. It might be at least two people, or I should say at most two people, that you will say, no, I'm absolutely done. Like, I'm done. Like, you're done, I'm done, and I'm done with you too. So I'm done with you and I'm done with you. Okay, so there could be at least two people. I feel like one is very like, now here's the thing. Some of you might get into a situation where you're feeling very like flirty, and you might try to reach out to somebody, and then when you do, it's like, okay, I think I need to take a step back. Okay. Or I already explained to you that how that might be happening. But the two people, I feel like one person is very like, they come and then they go, and they come and they go, and they come and they play all those type of games. And then the other person, like they play the let's get together, and then they flake out, or they come around and they try to make it seem like, oh, I'm gonna be around and I'll see you next week. Then you don't hear from them. Like, you hang out with them that one time, and then when you guys make the next set of plans, it's like you don't hear from them, that type of thing. And then the other person it's always like a verbal battle between you and this person. It's always a battle of the minds, battle of words type of thing. Okay. I feel like some of you are going to cut off very clearly both of them, send both of them packing, and you're going to start this new beginning. I feel like in the month of October, for a lot of my Sagittariuses, as it relates to love, a new beginning is on foot. A clear new beginning will be on foot for a lot of you. So that's what I have for you guys. I know it was a lot to take in. It was a lot to listen to. But that's what I have for you guys for the month of September. Again, still looks like a really, really good month for you guys. Just one little hiccup along the way as far as work is concerned, and you processing things, but things will be fine. Dot your I's and cross your T's, kind of slow down, if you will. Take a step back. Don't just rushing is going to put you in a bad place in the month of September. Remember, I said that. No rushing for the month of September, and don't let no one rush you either. Take a step back, meaning don't try to take on too much at one time. Get the lay of the land. Okay. You have control. You know what that feels like. Maintain that. Okay. If you do, you'll come out on the other side in October looking great and ready to continue this process. That is good stuff that you've been dealing with. Now, if you allow other people to influence your energy and you all upside down and all over the place, you're going to take a couple of steps back. So mind the words I say. That's what I have for you guys. If this resonates, comment below. Let me know. And if you're new to this channel, welcome, 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 and subscribe, as I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Sagittarius.